Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we are looking at something that's not that particular old, but the figures themselves I think were just incredibly detailed and just wonderfully good looking items to have on display. So we're looking at a 2014 release by Hasbro from their original Trilogy Galactic Empire series of 12-inch figures. Now these were all released together with quite a few of the Force Awakens figures. They were all part of that particular assortment. So you had some figures from the Force Awakens and some from the original trilogy that were released in the cases. And this particular one we're looking at today is of the Stormtrooper from that original Trilogy Galactic Empire series. Okay, so this is the item in front of us. As you can see, you've got the Stormtrooper as he appeared in the original trilogy, and it says Star Wars, ages 4 and up. It's item number A7259, and at the bottom you've got Stormtrooper and the Hasbro label. Now, before we have a good look at the figure, I just want to turn the box around and let's see what we've got printed on the back. There we go. So on the back of the box here it says Star Wars Stormtroopers. It says Stormtroopers are the elite soldiers of the Galactic Empire. And there you can see an image of the four Stormtroopers standing on the, I think that's on the Death Star, or it was on Princess Leia's ship. That was transporting her with the stolen plans for the Death Star in the first movie, Star Wars: New Hope. And you've got, it says StarWars.com, StarWars.Hasbro.com also, and you've got the warning information at the bottom there, not suitable for children under 3, and the Hasbro logo at the bottom. If we just turn the box to the side, and again it says Star Wars Stormtrooper. Let's just move out a little bit so you can see the whole box. And on the top right hand corner you can see an image of Darth Vader, and if we just turn that round to the other side, it's the same again. Let's just turn it over so you can see it properly. So it says Star Wars Stormtrooper, and there's that image of the evil Sith Lord Darth Vader. Okay, that is the box. I think what I'd like to do now is I'm going to open the box. Although it's sealed, I'm going to open it up and let's take the figure out and let's have a look at the figure outside of the box and see what we can see. Okay, slight change of plan on this one. I can't actually take him out of the box, and I didn't realise that the box folds around him, so it's not a box that you can remove. And if you can see on the back of the card, he's all held in with these kind of like clips, so I can't actually remove him. There is a little booklet here. I think that's just all the warning information in it, which is tucked in the back there from Hasbro. Yeah, it's all of the warning information and the copyright information on the back there, so that stays in the back there. But the figure itself, as I say, unfortunately I can't remove him from the board. But let's see if we can actually move him. So, okay, so I can raise his arms up, so I can see the articulation in his arms. I don't want to break him so he comes off. So the arms have got good articulation going up. There is no other movement on the arms though. They just go up and down. The hands do move in circles, so they both move, and you could probably remove the gun. I don't think there's anything holding it on actually. Yep, so his weapon does come off, as you can see, and that's how he stands without the weapon. His head turns from side to side, but there is no other functionality there, and I can see that the legs will move up and down, but there's no other functionalities. The knee joints will not move, so the legs will just move straight backwards and forwards. So there's not a great deal of articulation on these particular figures, but I don't think they were really made for articulation. They were made for display, I believe, because I mean they do look absolutely fantastic on display, especially when he's holding that blaster. So you could either have him standing with his blaster out, or you can have it down by the side of him. But I do think as a display figure, he looks absolutely awesome. I don't know if any of you have actually been to Walt Disney World and you've been on the Rise of the Resistance ride, but as you get out of the shuttle that is transporting you to Princess Leia, you are captured by the First Order and you are on a First Order ship, a big ship. And as you come out of the shuttle, you are in that hangar bay, and as you come through, you can see a whole load of Stormtrooper standing in front of you in lines, being prepared for a mission. And this figure just looks exactly like they do, and that's a full outfit, it's a full statues of the Stormtroopers on that ride. But this particular figure looks exactly like the Stormtroopers, not only from the Rise of the Resistance ride, but also from the original series trilogy. I mean, it's such good moulding and sculpting. It's a perfect figure. Apart from the articulation, because you've only got 5 points of articulation, which is the legs up and down, the arms up and down, and the head side to side. That's the only articulation you've got with this figure. But other than that, it displays perfectly. So really nice display figure, not very good articulation, but overall it's a very, very nice figure. Design and the moulding is absolutely spot on. Okay, so how well did these figures do? Well, yes, they done very well. When they were released, was just as The Force Awakens was about to be released onto the cinema. So these were released just ahead of the movie, and obviously we were all desperate for Star Wars merchandise, all based on the movie that we hadn't seen yet. So when they were released, there was a massive following, or people queuing to get these figures, and these ones were no exception. I think more so though the smaller figures were the ones that sold in massive quantities. But these ones, as I say, I think because of the size of them, they're a little bit too big for kids to play with in their hands. But I really think these were much better suited for display. So yes, they sold very well, as did all of the Star Wars figures really in this whole series. But of course now we're talking 10 years on. They are now becoming quite difficult to find, especially in this mint unopened condition. You can still pick some of these figures up on the platforms, but they tend to be the later ones now rather than the ones that were released at the time of The Force Awakens. So they did really re-release them again in different packaging after the Last Jedi was released, and then again after The Rise of Skywalker. You can pick them up, but most of the ones you find there on the platforms are the later ones in the later packaging, not the first release as is these ones. Or alternatively, we at Midas Touch have managed to find, well, we found a whole case of these figures, a whole case that was produced by Hasbro and distributed out to their distributors, and this was all part of a shop clearance that we did just after COVID, and there was quite a few there was a whole case of these figures. I think there was 12 figures in the case, and all assortments, and we have all of those figures currently available on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below, and it will take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Star Wars items and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that, there's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website, and there will be something for everybody. And I'm absolutely positive that this is something that you won't want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, something old that you're never able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful, wonderful display action figure with me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next video. So bye for now.